than just Damian Lillard. Familiar starting five for the Los Angeles Lakers. By the way, the Blazers have all kind of injury problems right now. So Gary Trent Jr. will get the start for Damian Lillard.
Running up and getting out of the way.
And this time it goes the other way, and Nurkic controls it. They do have Jusuf Nurkic, who has just been outstanding, coming off a double-double in Game 4. And right away, big-to-big passing. Next series either against Houston or Oklahoma City, who you know will have a Game 6, potentially a Game 7, as Anthony
leadership of LeBron. And no, he hasn't gone dark zero on his social media, but he was saying that it still changes his temperament during this when he averaged 28 points.
Nice, 28 a game, 20 shots a game. I mean, that's the kind of Melo that might show up today. I don't know if he can log those minutes as 8. And a couple of big blowouts as well. Game 4, at one point the Lakers had a 38-point lead, and eventually it's Caldwell-Pope skips it across to Anthony Davis for 3. He's got it smooth stroke.
That's hard.
Yeah, with that a fractured back he's been playing through the seeding games, the play-in game, and then here in the playoffs. Oh, met at the rim by Nurkic. McGee denied. Good to see him spry, running well, able to pick up his minutes after that gruesome injury. LeBron goes right down the lane. The seas parted for him, and he hammers one home.
Tell you what, JaVale McGee might want to try out for my Detroit Lions with that offensive line push.
He's over 10 rebounds and 10 assists per game as well. Remember, he led the NBA in assists this year. Here's McGee going again. This time he scores on Nurkic.
Especially defensively. We've seen that with this team, the three-headed monster of AD, McGee, and Dwight Howard. Man, they're tough to score on. But
Sacramento has found a home with the Portland Trail Blazers. Here's LeBron going strong again, scores with a left hand, and looking for CJ McCollum at the controls here tonight. Shakes KCP and buries a 3. CJ McCollum.
It really is. It's a little more to it than that, but you keep the basic principles. Stop penetration, make him shoot tough jump shots, keep vision and wear of him.
The biggest decision the players had to make was answering the question, is our voice louder and more impactful in our own communities or here in the bubble as a collective? So you
on the team, but when you put him and the 3-guard lineup along with Kuzma and Morris, I mean, this is a lineup that should be able to play great defense and switch.
To get him a little bit of run. Not sure if we're going to see Waiters tonight. Dion Waiters had some headaches, migraine problems. Clippers have a chance to close out tomorrow. There's another turnover. Caruso with a couple of turnovers here in the last 2 possessions. CJ McCollum goes to the hole and gets the friendly roll.
The Lake family, and you know who he's close with, you know who he influenced, and again, as his sister Tiffany said, let's be inspired by the positivity.
Talent as well, but he does allow CJ McCollum to play off the ball. James on the attack and count it. LeBron James, he's been banged up tonight. LeBron got his Zonia on him, just backs him down, takes on 2 Blazers. And
it's just pressure. No guarantees on that, but Caruso making sure he's getting in the way.
And you know Caruso is going to stay engaged the whole game. And Alex Caruso, I'm going to start being quiet when Melo goes up for a rebound. Nice dish. And good finish at the
boxing one zone on LeBron James, which means he has one guy guarding him and everybody else is zoned up.
And he scores easily on his Zonia. Here's Simons now, puts one up with 5 remaining in the quarter and is fouled. Or with 2 fouls after 10 points in his first 7 minutes of the game.
And like you just saw, their 7-footer just brought the ball up. Great play by AD, brings it down, makes you question that.
3-pointer up again. This one's down for CJ McCollum. The ball, only 2 misses thus far. Jalen Horde having to check Davis now on the cutter. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Get it to the best player on the floor. Let him draw a double team. Cut with integrity. Make the layup.
Simons for 3. Cashes it in. All of his friends and family perked up to the end of the seat. Got the Twitter thumbs going right there. My apologies. Here's CJ McCollum again. 3-pointer is good. Fight here in this first half. We're all tied at 40. Blazers would love nothing more than to extend this series. Howard is fouled on his way.
It'll be tough to stop.
Well, think of him as a tandem center position. They're averaging together 17 points, 14 boards in 36 minutes. As Carmelo down, he wants to move it. pushes it up ahead. Trent finding McCollum and Kuzma there. Nice defensive play. Spoiling a Portland break. Here's Caruso all the way in. The Blazers have to put Nurkic back on the floor maybe a little earlier than Terry Stotts had hoped. Lakers by 2. Bullet pass inside. Howard with the two-hand. Carmelo with another rebound. And he shakes Anthony Davis. Oh, vintage Melo right there.
On your back, the younger players have been scoring. And by the way, the game has evolved, and these players are really, really good.
Ooh, and
Couldn't find a job. That's when he would just wear his big skull hat in the gym and sweat it out. So don't forget Scully Melo.
Blazers with the lead, and a runner by McCollum has 17 in the game.
This is when you cut. This is when you move. Let the big fella be your point guard from the post.
Danny Green buries. Carmelo has a couple, as does Simons. Davis misses a 3. Now it's Trent on the move. Trent will pull up a three-pointer, and he'll hit it. Another made 3 for the Blazers, with a chance to add to it. McCollum's got 17, leaves it for Nurkic, able to secure it, and scores at the rim. Now LeBron working off the screen from Davis. A little two-man game here. LeBron hesitates. Now he goes, and LeBron scores at the rim. They just don't have an answer for LeBron James inside.
And the third great block, chop block by one of the big fellas, clearing the way for LeBron. That's what AD did that last play. And hey,
down in the corner, KCP, and now LeBron for 3. He's got it. True. LeBron James. That's his first made 3 of the night. He's got 17 points in this first half. Carmelo with 14 points. Looking at that comparison, I think Davis got a hand on it, but it's part of the McCollum and Melo show right now, minus Damian Lillard. Here's Melo again, and that was blocked. It's a player of the year, the Kia Defensive Player of the Year, won by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Davis certainly made his claim for that. Davis sprung wide open. LeBron was patient. LeBron with his head up, probing behind the back. Davis to Howard, two-handed jam.
Man, Dwight, whenever your best player loves to pass, everybody else has to follow suit.
LeBron will put up the final shot, and he knocks it down to tie it at 68.